No, we don't care about Emmerich at the moment.
Once we've got the results of Eli's genetic tests, we can finally put this worry behind us.
We used the PCR technique and conducted DNA fingerprinting of the copied DNA sequences. Neither is mainstream science yet, but the concepts and procedures are sound. Both tests.
Oh, wow, nice.
0% chance that the two of you are blood relatives, meaning the results are negative.
Really?
He's not your son, nor is he your clone. He's just another person.
It was 12 years ago that Zero made plans to clone you. Eli's age and appearance certainly are a good fit. I admit the first time I saw him, I did a double take. But it looks like we were worried for nothing. Eli isn't your clone, but you might still have one somewhere out there.
But if Eli isn't the boss's clone, why does he seem so obsessed with him? Not to mention having one hell of an attitude for his age.
I don't know. Learning the truth about himself, cursing the fact he's a clone, bearing a grudge against self.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Who he was cloned from. Big boss. If that were really the case, I could understand it. I might even feel a bit sorry for him. But no clone could have a totally different DNA fingerprint. And the test left no room for error. You yourself were there when we drew Eli's blood sample.
Come to think of it, when we went to OKB-0, he'd snuck onto a chopper and was there.
Yeah.
He was acting strange even then. Or actually... before that time.
That was exactly when we began these tests.
We suspected something when we drew the sample, not knowing what we were doing to him, and becoming mistrustful of us.
Hard to say. Eli's had an attitude problem from day one.
So what is he then?
Well, if he's gonna tell us that himself, we'll need to get him to open up first.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you that Eli is...
You gotta extract him.
I don't believe you that Eli is not Big Boss's clone. Alright? I would believe you if we didn't have fucking Psycho Mantis over here partnering up with him. If there was a Psycho Mantis, to be like, okay, alright, so it was a red herring or something. But obviously, knowing other things, I think we're just being fucked with. Again, I think he is Big Boss's clone. He's Liquid. He even says the same lines as Liquid Snake.
Fire! You gotta extract him.
Outpost captured.
When you first encounter him, get out of here with that lie.
He's coming too.
Okay.
Roger that.
What the hell did Emmerich do now?
What was your goal in having the children repair Sahelanthropus?
I just answered their question. I had no idea they would actually try to fix it. I mean, can you imagine a child piloting it?
Oh, sure. Easily.
It wouldn't work.
I bet it's just like riding a bike.
I said it didn't work. It...
Who did you try?
I didn't.
Did you put your son in it?
We never did that.
His name was, Hal, wasn't it?
You gotta extract him.
You never saw his face. But you made him pilot Sahelanthropus. You used him in your experiment.
Aw, poor Otacon.
He wanted to get in.
Make up your mind, buddy.
Such a short time we had.
So he was with you.
We were happy.
You're still happy now. Changing your lies to suit the listener and getting by slipping through the cracks. Building layer upon layer of convenient stories until nothing means anything to you anymore. You're happy all the time because you don't even notice you're doing it. Think hard. Who are you really? You're not a victim and you're not the silent majority. You're a perpetrator and a petty hypocrite. The real world doesn't make you suffer.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Ouch. Ouch. Damn. The real world doesn't make you suffer, you make it suffer. Your existence ruins people's lives. Ah. That's harsh. I don't even think I would say that to someone who legitimately ruined people's lives. Jeez. Oh, Ocelot. So Ocelot's got his job. I like how he is straight up noting it. Like, yeah, you're just straight up fucking lying, depending on whatever the listener says. Oh, he wanted to pilot it. I mean, if I was a kid, I would fucking want to pilot a robot too. But, I mean, really? You just said, oh my god, Hal. Or, Emmerich and Hal. It's such a weird story. We know that eventually Huey's going to die by drowning in a pool. Meanwhile, Otacon's going to be fucking his wife. So I just, oh gosh. The Emmerich family's all over the place. Alright, where's the closest enemy? Over there. Or where's the closest objective? Over here.
Marker placed.
We have a slight problem in that we have a group of enemies coming our way. But I can deal with them. Or they're going a different way. I don't know. We'll see. Hey, how's it going, friend? Tell me some information. Your specialist is posted here. Ah, so you're telling me that he's posted directly next to you. Interesting. Okay. I wonder how long this smoke lasts. I need to learn their information! They probably suck. That's what ends up happening with most of these guys. Oh my god, the smoke keeps on going and going. Well, at least I've learned something interesting. The smoke will just make a... straight up make these guys completely stunned. I mean, I already knew that information. The smoke makes the NPCs kind of sit there going, oh god, all the smoke, rah! And they don't even try to get out of it. But I've never tried it on the truck drivers. Yeah, interesting. Alright, I'll take you. And you can stay here. With the C4 directly in front of you.
Leave the rest to us.
Oh, you know what? Hold on. I got a better idea. Nope, that's not it. That's not it either. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to put the C4 directly on him. The game doesn't want to do it. Fine! Fuck him then! I wanted to do my own thing, and the game won't let me do it. I was gonna put a C4 on him, and then as he was going into the wormhole, I was going to detonate it while he was halfway through and see what would end up happening. It just didn't work out. So is that it for things? Ocelot spheres. Oh.
You know, when you brought back all the child soldiers who escaped, Eli knew they'd returned. Needless to say, nobody said a word to him. I guess they got a message to him somehow. Eli wasn't put in a corner in timeout. He was locked up in that room, completely cut off from the outside world. Then how'd he find out? There's only one possibility I can think of. The Soviet Union has been researching military applications for psi phenomena. Psi? Things like psychokinesis and ESP. Extrasensory perception. You mean moving objects without touching them? Knowing what cards somebody's holding up? Psychic powers? Come on. I thought that was just another bunch of disinformation aimed at the West. Just bear with me a second. One type of ESP is telepathy. It's the ability to know another person's thoughts through non-verbal means. You're saying Eli read our minds? It's the only idea that doesn't involve someone getting to him. Ocelot. Look, Psi research isn't some hocus pocus. It's all evidence-based, scientific.
There's gotta be another explanation. Maybe one of the kids stuck a note to your back.
Complete.
I hope that's the case. But I am convinced that they have, or Eli has, a connection to...
He's coming too. Roger that.
You better watch yourself, boss.
How am I supposed to do that?
If he is depending on something for help, well, that's his Achilles heel. If you can figure out what that something is, you might be able to use it against him.
I'll keep that in mind.
Oh, and the medical team is looking after the kids left on Mother Base. For the moment, they don't seem too panicked. But boss, get this. Eli got those kids to plot their armed uprising as a diversion. Also, he could steal Sahelanthropus and escape. That brat got us good. Set us up and knocked us down. And then there's that mystery kid who was with Eli. With those two working together, I'd say things won't be over for a long time yet.
Yeah, but you know, maybe we'll be able to catch up with them and put a stop to the whole Sahelanthropus thing. I mean, obviously Sahelanthropus doesn't exist in the future.
Guard post captured.
It's not even made like a big point. I need to do some resupplies.
Supplies.
But yeah, like it's
requested.
never mentioned in Metal Gear Solid 1 or 2 or 3. Obviously because it hadn't been written into
Supply drop
existence yet,
complete.
but Kojima does a good job of going, well, hey, this thing disappeared sometime between now and then. That's the story. And this is why it happened. So, oh God, I still have a yellow tape somewhere.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Yep, here we go. Skullface's objective.
Skullface, real name unknown. Born in Hungary, more specifically northern Transylvania after it reverted to Hungary from Romania. While he was young, the country allied with Germany as part of the Axis powers that later during the war became under Soviet occupation. The Hungarians struggled for independence, but the Soviets came down.
You gotta extract him.
Just like he said, time and again the country was ruled by a foreign tongue. When he was a young boy, he lost his native language, the bedrock for any developing child. His country, his family, his face, his identity, everything was stolen from him. All he had left was his skull. Skullface first tried his hand at espionage during all the chaos from the war. Agents, military officials, and soldiers who operated out of Hungary during the war vanished over the course of several months. This Soviet spy hunt rocked the counter-intel world. Mysterious fatal illnesses, accidental deaths, drownings, people having strokes behind closed doors. Just like Stalin, no one knew who was behind it. But all you need to do was look for who had the motive. They were all taken out by a man without a face. And now we've got an idea of how he did it too. He'd gotten revenge for his people, but he wasn't finished. Skullface defected to the West, eventually ended up with the SAS. That's where he met Zero. It's possible he began planning this whole thing back then. It's hard to say. In any case, Zero made him his XO. He always did have a thing for oddballs. But this one was set
That's the target.
no one else would know about. When Zero created Fox, he also formed XOF as a support team. An unconventional special forces unit designed to support Fox, make it stronger, with Skullface given the orders. Zero never even told the boss about it, nor the CIA, naturally. If Fox was Zero's silver bullet, XOF was the recoil when he pulled the trigger. Just like Newton's third law. While you were with Fox, Skullface was operating behind the scenes. Sometimes as your backup, sometimes as a mole or a scout.
Huh, so he wasn't lying about that.
Sometimes as your cleanup crew. Fox's tail, making sure the mission succeeded and that you survived. We only have his word to go on, but Skullface's goal was revenge against those who'd used language to subjugate people. Those corrupting a people's identity by forcing a new tongue on them. Those using the power of language to control information. Naturally, that set his sights on Zero. To Zero, English was simply the most convenient code. But to Skullface, English was a parasite. And by eradicating it, he'd stop the world from being eaten away. If that didn't work, he was ready to see the world scorched by nuclear fire. To save language, culture, and race from annihilation, he was willing to overstep the hands of the doomsday clock. That is, of course, if you believe anything he had to say.
I am like super focused down on this. Okay. I really am not a fan of this fucking helicopter chilling out above me. But I learned many times while playing Mission 30, the Skullface mission, coincidentally, that these things are really stupid.
Leave the rest to us.
And if you are not in their spotlight, you are not going to be seen by them. At least not in the nighttime. So you can do all kinds of things as long as they never spin around.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Alright, we're just gonna follow underneath him so that way we can make our way to these guys. I'd like to actually abduct this tank first before it like spins around or something. Thankfully, most of these armored vehicle missions make these guys just kind of chill out, not giving shit about the world. He's kind of sort of looking around, but not really, that kind of thing. Goodbye, tank. Now what am I going to do about that guy? He's considered a mission objective, and I'm pretty sure the helicopter counts as a armored unit. But I have nothing to shoot him down. I mean, I have to, like, deploy a different loadout if I can get this guy. Or I can drop a rocket.
Please specify a project.
Yeah, we'll just drop a rocket. That works. Any kind of rocket will do. We'll go with the cheap option. Although 5,000 GMP is not that bad for a probably one-shot attack. I don't want this guy to like go on alert and blast the hell out of me, but let's be honest, it's not going to get that many shots off.
Please select supplies requested.
If I was using the Bolton balloon, I could always do the sneaky thing of bolting a dude up with a C4 on him and using that to blow it out of the air, but we don't have that kind of scenario. Alright, come on, rocket launcher. Come on, rocket launcher.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Did it get completely rid of my sniper rifle? Oh, that makes me sad. Okay. Oh, look at that. It one-shot him. I wish I could Bolton them. You can do it in Peace Walker. Oh, that's a different base on alert, though. That makes me sad. We're under attack! Look sharp!
Psyops list updated.
You gotta extract him.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Where are the people who say they're under attack? Those guys? Probably.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Well, I'm super depressed about
Analysis complete. Analysis
losing my
complete.
sniper rifle, so I'm just gonna blow these guys up with a rocket launcher and head to the ACC. Do not contact CP. CP isn't going to help you. I'm under attack! Everybody stay sharp! No, everybody is under attack, my friend. Alright, we'll aim this slightly more down. we can just do this. There you go.
Post captured.
Last rocket. I made use of this thing. Everything's fine.